Grand Rising family. Here goes my Moana 2 breakdown. Let's get it. So, within the first 3 minutes of the movie, the first thing that came to mind through observation is Moana's spiritual necklace. She climbed to the top of the mountain and she did a spiritual call slash chant slash frequency with a seashell. She was reaching out to other tribes slash people. She found a piece of pottery with multiple people on it, or a tribe, indicating there was a family on that island or somewhere in that proximity. Some ancestors returned back into the spiritual animals. They showed tribal stingray, which is the grandmother in Moana 1. Moana showed her little sister what her grandmother showed her, the secret place of the ancestors. So we are to lead our people in the right direction, righteous ways, and break bad cycles. Maui floated through the clouds as an eagle and ended up being what looked like a planetary portal. I'm sure Maui wasn't an eagle by accident because the eagle represents connection to the divine, strength, vision, freedom, power, many other things. Where am I? Moana's father wanted to honor her with the title of connecting the entire sea. So you know she's very high ranked and has a great responsibility in that case. When Moana drank from the ancestors' bowl, she had a vision from one of the great ancestors of how things would end. Finding and restoring Te Fiti heart was the beginning. So if there's a beginning and she can see the end, to me that's an indication that she had to connect the past and the present to create a future. Moana's father told her a fire in the sky would guide her. Maybe the fire represents the Holy Spirit. So if she followed that, it will lead her in the right direction. But Moana is very powerful. If she has the ability to do the things she do, as far as having power over the sea or domain over the sea, that lets you know, and the things that she can envision let you know she's a goddess, a high priest, a shaman, a prophet, a high-ranked angel or deity, or just highly intuitive. Next page. Moana's second time on a voyage involved more than just her and Maui. She had family members to help and a larger sized boat. The little sister gave her a piece of what she had before she left to go on a voyage. The current from the ocean carried Moana and the family to its own destination. So what does that say? Sometimes you don't have control over life. And what's destined to happen will happen. You just have to roll with it. Trust in the Most High. Stay the course and trust the source. The current carried them to the coconut tribe. They aren't the enemies. They were divided by a higher deity and disconnected from the other tribe members / home. They wanted to help. Sorry, my words is all messed up. Sometimes I write fast, so things just look funny. They wanted to help Moana and her tribe in order to defeat the evil clan to restore everything. In return, they will help Moana find and take on Nalo, a storm god who has cursed the islands. On this journey, Moana came across a mysterious woman named Matangi. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Matangi, who had trapped Maui. I don't think her intentions was to trap Maui or hurt Maui, but it was to lure in Moana so she could give her the secrets and the sacred messages. Matangi sang a song to Moana, saying she was trapped 1,000 years. They mentioned that 1,000 years in Moana 1 as well. And you know, to the Most High, one day is 1,000 years. So there's some significance about that. She said in this song, I'll let you know how you can get out of here, and pointed at her forehead. She pointed to the pineal, her third eye. She said, get lost and learn to do things differently. There's no map to your destination. So often you have to rely on faith, intuition, discernment, in ways that aren't convenient or conventional. Page 3. Fall and you can have it all. Fall and you can have it all. Don't walk in pride. Walk through source. Let it guide you. Don't think your ways is always the right ways. Sometimes you just gotta fall. Sit back. Be humbled, and then what you need would be instilled in you. There's always another way. Get lost. Moana was able to break open a portal with a new mindset or a way of thinking due to Matangi words of wisdom. Maui told Moana and the tribe they were all going to die. Wow. In the portal to Nalo, her powers didn't work. The sea didn't operate, so she had to do things different. The goal would have to be to work together as one. She couldn't do this. She couldn't complete this mission by herself. She needed the help of others along the way. So you have to be able to operate as one. There's power in many. The power in many can destroy plenty. The sun destroyed the evil creatures of the water, or at least caused them to retreat back into the water. As Maui lifted the island to lift the curse, he lost his powers as a demigod, became mortal, and fell into the ocean. Moana then sacrificed herself by swimming into the bottom of the sea, which lifted the curse. Maui then regained consciousness and swam to the bottom of the island where Moana lost consciousness. Maui cried and sang a song to her while holding her. When he did, all of the ancestors appeared and revived her. She became a new being. Tribal marks appeared on her body, and Maui got his tribal marks back. Wow, that's deep. That part, you can use your own mind, your own intuition, and figure out what that means. And when Moana lifted the curse, it looked like a burst of the aurora borealis. So it's saying something. That's powerful. So here's my conclusion on both Moana 1 and Moana 2. This is my conclusion. Some people, deities, or things have a larger responsibility, but all things must work together to become a body of one. No matter how big or small your role may be, it's pivotal that you play it, because it's just as important as the next. Moana couldn't lift the curse without the help of others, and that's a true story about you. You can't create life without a past. You can't create a future without the present. You must appreciate the past, present, and the future. Truth be told, your present is your future, because every moment that passed, you're living in a new future. In Moana 1, Te Fiti is a goddess that gives life and love, and it became an evil god until the heart was restored by Moana. It's showcasing us as human. We have both good and bad in us, but we must live in the frequency of love, or the evil can take over and cause destruction. It's always worth noting that Moana receives help through those who know she's destined to be great and have a mission or purpose to carry out. Her physical friends and family helps. Her ancestors from the spiritual realm is always around to guide her. Nothing exists without the creation of Source to do so. Source is the puzzle. Everything else is the puzzle pieces, but it takes all pieces to create a whole. You are the source if you become one with it. Hopefully y'all enjoy that. Blessings, my people.